You know, sometimes you're at a loss what to do. I've been in my garden, done some gardening. I've planted a few vegetables, and I think the last thing was I planted a row of peas. And there's only so much bending up and down I can do in one day. So this is afternoon now, and I'm wondering what to do. Well, I've been doing a crochet. This was just using up little bits and pieces of yarn I had. And yeah, I started out, as you can see there in the centre here, it was just a granny square. And I decided I was going to do granny squares with the pieces, but I thought some of the little odds and ends of yarn I had weren't big enough, so I thought I'll just carry on and keep on going all the way around until it gets bigger. But when I'm doing this one, I want it to be all light colours like what's in here: lemons, pinks, blues, whites, and like pastel shades. And I'm down to my small pieces I've got left are too dark. I could use these for another one sometime, doing a darker one. I have got a large one that I crocheted years ago, and it's just all colours, and it comes in handy in the winter because I throw it over my duvet sometimes when I need a little bit extra warmth, and that's what I do these for. I've got another one I keep down here, just throw behind my settee, and of a night time, if I feel a little bit chilly, I just put it over my legs. Especially at this time of year, you don't know whether to put your heating on or not, because it's a lot warmer. But sometimes just putting a blanket over your legs is all you need to do. So that's what that one comes in handy for. So this one I'm just doing just to use up my bits and pieces. So those bits aren't much good. But I've been looking through my bag here, and I've got a grey left over from whatever, I think it was a sweater I knitted, and I've got some blue. So those are small balls, but I also have some larger, some cream, some mint green, lemon, was a bit darker green. I'm not sure whether that's not classed as a pastel shade, I don't think. So that would probably go in that bag, or the darker ones. And I also have a full 100-gram ball of blue. And this is, but sometimes I think, oh well, I could maybe knit something with those. I don't need to use up the they're not scraps of yarn there. They're quite well like the sweater I'm wearing. I knit this one, oh, must have been years and years ago, when my grandkids were just babies, and my oldest granddaughter's 30 years old now. So I don't know how old this sweater is, but I knitted up with little bits of yarn I had left over from baby things I had been knitting, so I could do the same thing, I suppose, with these. I'll have to sort out any other large balls I've got, and I could maybe knit another this is just a short sleeve sweater. That would I could maybe use these up, so I'll have to weigh them and see how much there is in each, because I can't remember how much this sweater took. I think I've got the pattern somewhere. I'll have to have a look and see. But the pattern that I used it from was all one colour anyway, so I wouldn't know how much of each colour yarn to use. But anyway, that's something to sit and do in the afternoon when I like to keep my knitting. I've got the sweater here that I'm knitting. I'm getting nearly up to the armholes on this one. I like to keep this of a night time when I'm watching the television. It's that's something I like to do with a night time for knitting. But things like during the day, this is just something when I've got nothing else to do and a little bit bored. But I have other things as well. I have a large jigsaw upstairs. It's got 1,500 pieces. I've got a bench upstairs, and I've got the jigsaw on there. And I've been doing that jigsaw since beginning of March, I think, and it's a really hard, one of the hardest jigsaws I think I've ever done. I'll show you how far I've got with it. There you can see a jigsaw. It's quite a long jigsaw, but I like doing jigsaws. It's relaxing actually. And I had to do this jigsaw sideways because of the length. The length was too long for my bench. As you can see, it's right on the edge, back and front. And I've gotten the top part done without much trouble, but I seem to be having a lot of trouble getting this part with the horses. And I've sorted all what I've got left of the pieces, and I find it very hard to fit these pieces in. I've got them all sorted out, all the kind of pieces, you know, the 3 points and all the different sorts. I've got them, so I know exactly where they all are, and I can try each piece in. But it's one of the hardest jigsaws I think I've ever done. It's a nice picture, nice when it's done, but at least it's something to keep me busy when I've got nothing else to do. And if the weather's not very good, I can sit and do this if I get sick of doing my knitting and my crochet. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll let you see my jigsaw when I get it finished. Whenever that'll be, I haven't got a clue.